You're supposed to be tossed here and there. You're supposed to advance, feel awoken, feel good, and then you're supposed to feel not that way. This is how nature always works with us. We don't get to feel good all the time. What we get to do is to understand this very process of nature, how it advances us and pushes us. And we have to understand why it does that, what it's doing with us when that happens, and how we aim our response. Let's say when you feel good, you feel faithful, let's say, or you feel awoken or lifted, or you're feeling good, you feel connected, you feel kind of spiritualized. Well, that is a taste. That's not intended as a permanent state, because that feeling and the feeling of being pushed away by nature are just the poles of the ego. That's how the ego feels and perceives, and there's nothing there for us. Spirituality is not between those two things. What the method is trying to teach us is how to use those relationships that we get with the upper force and to rise above either of those to a level in which we're not just receiving good or receiving bad. Either of those two are actually nothing. So what we're trying to learn here is how to accept that force and to begin to experience both the good and the bad as good, as communication by the light to us, showing us how we become consciously aimed at the right thing. It happens to us in order to develop a desire towards the right thing, not to make us happy where we are, but to develop us into the place that is like the upper force that sees them both as good and useful.